I'm Phil, and I'm a sound recordist based in North Wales. Earlier this year, I reached out to the team at Radius Windshields, a small company based in Devon. They were nice enough to involve me in their beta testing program and sent me a couple of new releases to check out. The products we'll be looking at are the RAD-1 and RAD-2 shock mounts. I'll be using Sennheiser 8000 series microphones for this demonstration, in particular the 8060 short shotgun microphone and the 8050 hypercardioid microphone. So here it is, the Radius Windshields RAD-1 shock mount. In it is currently my 8050 with a stock Sennheiser foam on the end and an XLR jumper cable. Each shock mount comes with a plastic mount body, 2 microphone holders, an Allen key, a rotatable XLR holder and 4 hoops, 2 black and 2 in their telltale and really rather fetching blue. Mine came with the slightly firmer black hoops fitted. Upon first glance, the mounts are beautiful. They feel like a truly premium product. Looking closer, the quality of the moulding is spectacular, with no funny little sharp edges, plastic whiskers or production errors. There is a little bit of rattle from the XLR mount, but as soon as a quick release tip, boom pole or stand is connected to it, this disappears. There's no wiggle at all in the hoop connections, and the Allen screws grip nice and tightly. To rotate the XLR clamp, simply use a small screwdriver to undo the latch underneath. It will then rotate or come off and be ready to be repositioned. This isn't possible with a quick release tip attached, so make sure you have an Allen key handy. So why 2 different sets of hoops? Well, the blue hoops are designed to be used with lighter microphones and the black hoops with heavier microphones. Radius have said to me that their best results came from a firmer mount up front and a softer mount behind, but I personally favour the black hoops on both mounts. You can mix and match as you like, depending on your preferences. The main difference in the design of the RAD-2 is the addition of a horizontal brace across the top of the hoop. This stiffens the mounts further for use with longer and heavier shotgun microphones. Simon from Radius has also reassured me that the TPE has a really good memory, so if it ends up a little squished in a case, it'll bounce right back, no problem. The mic holders both attach in the same way, with slightly longer screws on the RAD-2 to accommodate the aforementioned brace. They are adjustable, with a simple elasticated loop and 3 hooks for it to stretch over. I've only had to use the tightest loop hook once, and that was because the XLR cable that I was using for the job ended up being slightly narrower than my 8060. The second hook is more than sufficient to hold any of the 8000 series Sennheiser mics, CMITs, 4017s, NTG3s or similar. The shock mounts have been designed to be completely modular. All parts are user replaceable, and spares and other components can be purchased online from Radius if necessary. With that being said, I'd be wholly impressed if you managed to break anything. I'm sure that these mounts will stand up to even the toughest booming mishaps. The big question, how does it sound? Well, here's an example.
Action. Karina!
Hi, Dad!
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Oh.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, you're welcome.
So it's pretty quiet. With that said, my offset experience with the RAD-2 hasn't been flawless. Whilst changing 2 of the hoops, I did discover that the hole on the shock mount side of the hoop appeared to have melted during the adjustment process and wouldn't accept the M3 screw. It's important to mention that I wasn't being particularly forceful here. After chatting with Simon, we reached the conclusion that the screw and the washer had deformed the hole by force alone, as the TPE has a really high melting point. This was definitely an isolated incident. All the other hoops I've used didn't suffer from this issue. Simon and Megan were quick to follow this up with me and sent out replacement hoops the same day. I've not had the problem since, despite using the same screws and washers, so it could have just been bad luck. I have such confidence in the products and the customer service that I wouldn't have any qualms about their longevity, their strength, or ease of replacement.